Welcome. And as you can see, I have in fact published a bunch of old stuff that I had saved on my Twitch onto this here YouTube page. Exactly as I said it was gonna be. And now we're gonna continue some National Park Girls. Get a little bit of the new content in the mix as well. The music in the Studio Lun games is always so just gorgeous. I don't know how they do it. I really should get a physical version of this too, add it to my collection. You know, not just have the Steam, have it so that I can hold it as well, just like they're holding each other. And I think tonight it'll be a little bit of a shorter one. I'm starting a little later than I would have liked, but I had chores. I had dinner to make, and I had, you know, got caught up watching some YouTube videos and some movies. I saw a pretty good, if intense one, in the form of a bit of a queer classic, even though it was only released 2 years ago, in I Saw the TV Glow. Fuck, man. That shit got me. Anyway, for more shit that got me, I shall continue. I've done enough. I hear that in Golem. Over her shoulder, in the thick of the woods, I can see the cabin nestled under the pines like a forgotten paradise.
I just wanted to protect what I love.
And that's the line we ended off on last time. Yosemite gasps as if her breath has been sucked away. She pushes my head down, pressing it against her shoulder as she strokes my hair. I cry into her jacket, the tears dampening the hide and leather. Why am I... Honestly, I think I'm unable to speak because I'm starting here at, you know, 10:15. I've got a dryer coming in tomorrow too. A lot of stuff happening at Casa de Henbane.
You're a fool. But maybe we need more fools.
Yes. The tears keep coming, so much I think I might choke on them. With each breath I draw and every sob I take, my throat gets tighter. Maybe it's trying to wring it all out after all this time. To be commended like that means more than the approval or a pat on the back from Jesse. It's validation, it's acknowledgement. Beautiful.
Just listening to all that gives me a headache. How on earth did you find so much trouble on your first day?
Jesse. You always underestimate what trouble visual novel protagonists get up to. Jesse's voice pops with static over the headphones. I turn from the radio and back to the girls. Yellowstone dusts the corners, inspecting for even the tiniest speck. Zion rubs Pup's pink potbelly in front of the roaring fireplace. Yosemite jots down notes on whatever scrap piece of paper she can find on a table littered with them.
I guess I just have a penchant for it.
Looks at her girls. She looks at them and says, I have a penchant for trouble.
But still, to just stumble on a fire like that.
She says it with a phony curiosity that seesaws with genuine concern. She suspects something, and she's trying to goad it out of me, as sly as ever, Jessie.
Well, in any case, I'm just happy you're safe. We got awfully lucky with this one.
With all this wind, you better believe we did. It could have been an even bigger pain in the neck.
A pain in the neck is still a pain in the neck, Eve. It's still going to be sore when you're hunched over all that paperwork.
You got me there. Fair. The first few sentences are so layered with subtext, I'm not sure where my exhaustion for having to write it ends and Jessie's lament for having to read it begins.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get around to that.
You'll have it for me the next time I visit. Maybe if you're nice to them, someone at the other station will transcribe it for you.
Sunshine beams through her sadistic voice. I can feel the hand cramps already.
But Eve?
The mood turns serious.
Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me?
Not a thing.
Okay then.
She moves on from it, though I'm not entirely sure she's convinced.
In that case, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And the day after that.
Ah yes, the, daily Jessie check-ins.
You really don't have to.
Oh, but I want to.
Oh, she'll be insistent of it. She's gonna catch on one way or another. I can feel it.
Over and out, Jessie.
She giggles.
Over and out, Eve. Arnie, get your grubby hands off my trail mate!
The radio cuts out to static, leaving my ruptured eardrums to recover on their own. I set the headphones aside and turn to see everyone but Yosemite looking at me.
I knew it all along. You're just a soft-serve softie.
Oh, Yellowstone, the woman you are.
With the cherry on top.
Yosemite flips the paper over and scoffs.
The pitted kind, maybe. Careful. If you bite down, she'll crack your teeth.
I join her at the table and collapse into my chair.
Zip it. Or next time I'll actually let you burst into flames.
It was just a fever. I would have been fine. Eventually.
Like that makes any sense. What if there's an actual campfire, or lightning strikes a tree? What happens then, huh?
What did I tell you about linear thinking? If this truce is going to continue, you're going to need to expand to the abstract.
We're too literal and cynical to do that, buddy.
Your existence is plenty enough abstract for me already.
Yosemite pauses over her work. She looks up and smirks. I smirk back. Who knows? It might be fun to have someone around to spar with. At the very least, she's more engaging than any camper I've ever torn apart. This girl bites back.
All right, everyone, listen up.
Yellowstone and Zion stiffen to attention. Pup rolls over onto his pup butt. Pup butt.
If you're bunking here, I want this place to stay immaculate. Last thing I want to deal with after clocking out is a pigsty.
Yellowstone will handle it.
She can start cooking for one more, too. That's so mean, guys. How can you just sell me up the river like that? Oh, that reminds me. What are you going to do with those campers, Miss Eve?
Kill them.
Flip their lids?
No, murder them with a hatchet.
Make them apologize?
Torture them.
And take them out back?
That you're you're talking my language there, Yellowstone.
Have them pinky swear not to do it again?
No, we're killing them. I think we established that already. They're gone.
None of the above. I'm letting them off the hook. If I'm lucky, they'll get picked off by a killer in the woods. Otherwise, everybody gets one free pass.
Yeah, both look shocked, but after glancing at each other, they shrug. Pup trots over and curls up at my feet.
Now that's funny.
What is it this time?
For someone who doesn't care, you sure put a lot of energy into it.
Damn, clocked her. All of that before the title screen drop, by the way.
Howdy-yo, campers! And welcome to me and Zion's first fireside chat.
So that was chapter 1. It only took a while, and it was so oh my goodness, if every chapter is like that. A lot was going on there. The fire, the pretending to be spooky ghosts when you're actually a Gijinka thingy, the whole the puppy dog arc. And now we have a fireside chat with the little chibi forms. Howdy-o, campers, she says.
Hello. It's very nice to be here.
It's nice to have you too.
Today we're gonna do our gal Eve proud and talk about the history of the National Park Service.
Let's fucking go, it's getting educational in here.
Before Yosemite finds out we took her books. I hope. Aw, don't be square, cutie. We got this.
You do got this, I believe in you.
It all started back in the 10th century when Leif Erikson...
Hell yes. Dinga dinga dargan.
That's a little too far back, Yellowstone. Oh, Columbus and his pilgrims, then. I don't think that's quite right, either. It's a good guess, though. The National Park Service actually has its roots in the years following the founding of the United States.
Okay.
In 1790, after getting permission from Congress, President George Washington obtained land near the Potomac River to build a new capital city.
Which would then be named after him. That's DC, that's Washington, DC right there. Right near the Potomac.
This city was named Washington, D.C., and the plan was for it to have a lot of really pretty parks and monuments. Like the Lincoln Memorial? A little too soon. But you're on the right track. These places were called the National Capital Parks, and they laid really important groundwork.
Whoa, so the Park Service is old as dirt, huh?
Not really. There's still a ways to go before the actual Park Service. What happened? I thought you read the book.
Dion, you can't expect a girl to read.
I did! But without pictures, all those words just make me so...
Oh my god.
drowsy.
So we gotta... I guess we gotta write a manga about it. We gotta make it a comic book so that Yellowstone is capable of comprehending.
Oh. Well, I guess I can explain. If that's okay.
Of course, sweetie.
Knock our socks off!
I'll try! For a long time, most parks were run by different groups. No one really thought about preserving land until people started looking to settle in the West.
I remember what happens now. A whole bunch of hippies got misty-eyed and started thinking about how they could keep the land from getting stomped on.
Come on, man.
One of whom was...
George...
Yeah?
Harrison?
Wrong country, but at least they also speak English there.
No.
Kathleen! George Kathleen! Phew.
Yay! Good job, Yellowstone.
She remembered.
George Catlin was an artist and writer. He lived with Native Americans and was one of the first outside of their tribes to paint Plains Indians in their day-to-day lives.
That is cool.
While he was kicking back in South Dakota, he realized we'd be in a lot of trouble unless humans put their heads together.
Not unless... By some great protecting policy of government in a magnificent park, a nation's park containing man and beast, in all the wildness and freshness of their nature's beauty.
Quoting a tag team quote.
We're almost to my favorite part!
It's my favorite part too, because in 1861, the United States Congress appointed the geologist Ferdinand Hayden to lead an expedition to the Yellowstone region of Wyoming.
Hey! That's me! That's me!
It's her.
And he thought you were so pretty that when he came back, he asked Congress to make you a national park.
Aw, he should have gone further south if he wanted to find a real cutie.
Aw, they're complimenting each other. They're so cute.
Anyway, it was in 1872 when President Ulysses Grant finally signed a bill that set aside 2.2 million acres of Yellowstone as a public park. So if you think about it, you're the first national park.
Holy shit.
Jiminy Cricket, I'm old as dirt. Old woman detected. Hag.
The Antiquities Act of 1906 made it possible to protect more areas as parks and monuments, but they were run by different departments. It was confusing. So on August 25th, 1916, the National Park Service was founded.
There was a lot going on back in 1916, you know? Between this and the Great War and the plague.
Ah, yes. The best holiday after Arbor and Earth Day.
Of course those are your favorite days.
It would take a while before it got the power it has today.
Execute Executive Order 6166.
Oh my fucking god. She knows Star Wars. Hell yeah.
Yay! You remembered again! From then on, everything was under strict control by the Department of the Interior.
And they've been yanking our chain and screwing us over ever since.
You sound like Miss Eve. bit scary.
That's because I heard her grumble something about it earlier. She talks some mean jive, let me tell ya.
Ooh. Yellowstone loves that she's a hater. Which I do too, quite frankly.
Yellowstone, why aren't my books arranged alphabetically?
Oh fuck.
Woo! Would you look at that? We're all out of time. Catch you next time, campers. And remember to love our parks.
Well, I never forgot to.
Bye-bye!
Aww. Thank you, Zion. Oh shit. Crack. The sound whips. The sound whips through the air, but from what and who? I look around, but I don't remember telling myself to turn my head. Like I'm a trapped observer in my own body. There are people crowded around me and gasping. There are trees, too. A whole clearing of them, in fact. A few of them are even lined up in a row. All of them are dripping. Oh God, what the fuck is this? This background track, what the hell? Not with sap, not with water or dew. Not as nature intended. It drips with fresh green paint. It bleeds into the bark. I look at the first tree where there's a tail. From where I'm standing, it looks like it connects to the tree. In the row, a long serpent-like body painted through it. This goes on for so long, for too long, each tree dripping paint down to the soil, entombing its roots. Then finally, at the last tree, there's the head of a dragon. It's wearing a baseball cap and smoking a blunt. I know it's a blunt because the smoke is a lighter shade of green. Smoke that surrounds me, smoke that becomes fog.
Eve, what are you doing?
A voice springs out of the fog. I recognize it. Her. Jessie. Why does she sound scared? Why does she sound shocked? Why does she sound furious?
Teaching him a lesson!
Oh fuck. Did I? Is that what I did? What did I do? On the ground, there's a man withering on the dirt, sobbing into a patch of grass. He's covering his mouth, his nose. Blood seeps through his fingers. The blood seeps into the dirt.
You bitch! What the hell? You broke my jaw! You broke my jaw!
His voice is muffled. The words tumble out in a panic.
Yeah? Well, your fucking neck is next! Don't you take another step!
My hand, I assume it's my hand, is balled up into a fist. Blood speckles the knuckles. I open it up and stare at my palm. So what was the crack?
Oh God! It hurts! This is assault, you whore! I'll press charges! Sue you and this entire park!
Oh. Crack was the sound his face made when my fist hit it.
How about I work those charges up to murder, then?
Holy fuck. Like, she was going off on him. What the hell? Also, let me adjust the sounds here real quick. This is... He reels back, raising his hands to shield himself. The green paint staining his hand begins to mix with the blood. I start to stomp over to him. Stomp, stomp, stop, stop.
Stop! You've gone too far this time, Eve. Not far enough. Not until he's learned some respect.
Stop. Jessie tackles me from behind, restraining me with a full Nelson.
Get off of me!
Stop.
All you're doing is incriminating yourself. Now stand down! No! I don't care anymore!
I elbow Jessie in her gut, struggling to break free, but her grip is like a locked chain. Someone stop her.
This is an order, Adams!
Someone stop me.
Eve!
Stop.
Eve!
Stop.
Eve!
I shoot up in bed, sweat sticks to my pajamas. Breath trickles into my suffocated lungs as I gasp desperately for air. A pair of arms wrap around my chest like a constrictive rope. With a few grunts, I wiggle onto my side. My cheek rolls into a shallow pool of drool as I'm confronted with Yellowstone's murmuring face and buffalo print pajamas. She's cuddling. Oh. You're so lucky, Eve. You're getting cuddled.
Administration is gonna flip your fries and malt.
Okay, I can pull the sound back up. It's just the little warbling effect. I was a touch concerned with. Snuggling up to me, she squeezes me tighter. I think I prefer Jessie putting me in a submission hold. I should put in a request for a door. Yellowstone gives an unconscious grunt and then snores into the fabric of my shirt. Scratch that. I should put in a request for a door with the lock. Come on now. She's such a grump. Such a grumpy puss. I fall back onto my pillow. The faded morning light glitters through the window, anchoring me to the present, where my worst mistakes are behind me, just over my shoulder, but still behind me. The mini volcano protruding from Yellowstone's head puffs out light dots of smoke, matching the rhythm of her breath. I follow the smoke until it dissipates into the padded ceiling. From there, I count the wooden beams that run across it. There are some nightmares we relive every day.
That's it. I'm switching to decaf before bed.
Get cuddled by a volcano. Amazing. I somehow managed to look mildly more dead inside than I usually do. I poke at the resting crow's feet that would have nested in the deep bags beneath my eyes. There's a brief lightning strike of panic, a moment where the blades of mortality slap me across the face. But it subsides, and I swallow most of my emotion with a yawn. Close one. You know, I'm just tired, but at least I'm not exhausted. Not today, and not even yesterday, in fact. I slip on my uniform and button my shirt. My badge is pinned to my chest, crooked and clinging to the wrinkled fabric. It might distinguish my authority as a ranger, but in the end, it's just a hunk of metal. People generally get the message once they see the hat and khakis.
Don't forget about the dishes, Yellowstone.
I'll hop right on it.
Yellowstone! Is my oatmeal ready yet? I hope it has raisins. I like those.
Oh, she likes raisins. Eh? Hey, what's that? Hang on, let me scroll. What's this game about, you ask? Emma, is it Bratton or Broughton? This game is about, girls who are the embodiments of national parks. And as you can see, we have our, from left to right, we got Zion, the little angelic-looking blonde one here. And in the center, we have Yosemite, the, you know, her pointy ears, blue hair, and she's got these little freckles that are like the rocky bits of the mountain. Oh, they're adorable. And then you have, on the right side here, you have Yellowstone, the other blonde, who has a, like a volcano on her head. And I just got a... I just got one of the Steam achievements, and it was for getting cuddled by a volcano. And she was in the, same bed as the, protagonist girl.
All the raisins you want, cutie. Just need a sec.
And their voices are good too. Do I sometimes I don't get to do it, every day. Sometimes I have work that takes into the evening, that makes it so that I can't. But I stream on days off, or days where I'm the morning person. So it's every couple days, sometimes a few days in a row. Yellowstone zips across the cabin, a stack of dishes teetering on her head as she goes to grab the trash and loose clothes. Hunched over the table, Yosemite flips a page in whatever tome she's reading today. Her fist glued to her chin, a castle of stacked mugs skirting next to her elbow. Zion sits crisscross applesauce on the floor, stroking Pup's coarse fur, his bony frame curled up on his brand new doggy bed. Oh yeah, they have a puppy too. It's a coyote though. They probably shouldn't be adopting it, but they did. Pup stretches, his silent yawn shaping into a faint howl. Or coyote bed, I guess. Thank you. You can, if you go in my Twitter or Blue Sky, I didn't make it myself. If you go on my Twitter or Blue Sky, you can pull up the bio where I have my model parent. Yeah, they're not on Twitter anymore. Yeah. It's, you can find Nara01, Naraaa01 on Blue Sky. Drew and rigged this. They did both. However, I went to them with the, basically pictured the whole thing in my head. I'm not much of an artist, so my little doodle became reality through her artistic talent. But I had everything, all the ideas in my head. Oh, that's cool. What kind of custom stuff? Like emotes or art and stuff? Coyote bed. I step out of my corner of the cabin right as Yellowstone comes charging past the divider curtains. Our foreheads crack together, skin and stone colliding. A rough edge of her volcano scrapes across my forehead. Oh, that's cool. I love artists. Also, I think you can see on my Twitter. I'm sorry, burping a little bit. So yeah, I want to get better at art, but there's like one example of me like doodling potential mascot ideas that should be up on my socials. So I'm gonna be working on more of that. Where was I? My hands jerk up to soothe the pain, but a leaning tower of dishes slides towards me. Before they shatter before my very eyes, I push against them. Yellowstone's head jolts up to balance the plates. One sticks out like a Jenga piece. Otherwise, no damage. I breathe out a sigh of relief.
Holy smokes! I'm so sorry. I was gearing up for laundry and I wasn't thinking and...
Oh, she's such a cutie pie. If you can't tell, I've become extremely invested in this. And this is actually the third stream I've done of this. There are 2 others that are still up on both Twitch and on YouTube, since I double stream. Oh, Yellowstone, sweetheart.
Yellowstone.
I grip her shoulders and cut off her babbling.
It's okay. I'm only slightly irritated.
Her skin is pale enough to make me think her soul has been sucked from her body.
Nuh-uh, no way. I goofed. What if you got cut? Then Yosemite would yell at me and I'd need to scrub the blood off before it stains and oh no. Coffee.
Panic pumps the color back into her.
Oh jeez. Not good. Not good.
She curls her hand into a fist and swats her volcano. The dishes wobble over...
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
And over...
Why do I keep screwing things up?
Oh dear, don't. Not like this. And over...
This is not hippy skippy!
I'm sorry? What? Oh my god, her lingo.
English. Now.
I forgot to make your coffee, Eve.
This is almost too exhausting for me to deal with. I might even laugh if it didn't look like her heart was about to swan dive out of her chest. Oh, I've been laughing for the two of us, then.
Is that it? Don't get so worked up. I can do it myself.
Really? You're not gonna give me a knuckle sandwich? Because I'd give me a knuckle sandwich.
I would never. She raises her fist to clonk herself over the head again. Yosemite glances up, more interested in polishing off the page she is on than anything around her.
Hey, quit it.
She stuffs her nose back into her book.
And don't forget about the laundry.
Concerned, Zion whips around to look at us. For at least the 20th time this week, I find myself wondering how such a small girl can hold so much panic.
Please don't hurt yourself. It makes me sad.
Oh my lord, have mercy. Another AI viewer stream boo idiot. Gonna grab my my phone's on the charger. Be right back. Oh shit, birthday countdown for, one of my buddies. What's that? Okay, I'm gonna stream manager my own stream here real quick. And then I think I'm gonna save. And boom. No more bots. And I start watching. Okay, so, I am in the chat room of, someone I started watching, pretty recently, hanging around. She doesn't hit herself, but everything else they said must have gotten drowned out. Yellowstone's eyes swim in their sockets, landing on random corners of the room like something is about to leap out and eat her.
You holding up okay?
Her eyes flutter, then focus on me. She grins and shoots me a thumbs up, proof enough for me that she never hopped off her usual non-stop sugar rush. Alright, I'm gonna finish up here. On this scene at least. She grins and shoots me a thumbs up. Proof enough for me that she never...
Yep, just dandy. That's just a little sore from when you shoved me out of bed.
I what? Slop past her, pushing out one last yawn as I start for the kitchen.
Stay out of my bed. I'm not the cuddling type.
Aw, but your bed is so soft and cozy. Just like you, Dollface.
Can it, before I pour coffee in your head.
What's the matter? Big bad ranger gaining a little weight? Does she not have abs of steel?
Yosemite, you... meanie.
No, but she has fists of them.
The scariest thing about that threat is how stale it's gotten.
I huff towards the sink and ignore her, choosing to fill up the percolator instead. It's not my fault Yellowstone uses a stick of butter in all her cooking.
Say, do you care if I rake up all your dirty clothes? It's laundry day.
Laundry? What a novel concept.
Yosemite mumbles loud enough for the point to get across. Yellowstone's smile fades and her gaze droops down.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
With pleasure.
She slinks behind the corner. Zion watches intently, observing Yellowstone as she gathers up my clothes. With Zion's attention drawn away and in desperate need of more morning pets, Pup hops out of his bed and braves the world. He buries his snout in my legs. If clocking some dumbass in the face gets me a suspension and banished here, then I can only imagine what Jessie would do if she found out I wasn't just feeding Pup, but housing him as well. I crank on the stove and pour in the coffee grounds. I gaze out the window, waiting for the coffee to boil. Across the road and past the field, I spot the butt end of a motorhome big enough for me to know someone is compensating for something. Even when muffled by a walk of trees, their argument carries across the clearing.
Christ, Shannon, I'm doing what I can.
Today's idiot. A man.
You aren't. Every time I asked, you
Today's other idiot.
insisted, Steven, that there was a hookup. Every time.
I didn't drive 2,000 miles just so you can nag me. God, you're just like your mother.
It's always my mother with you, isn't it? Well, if I have to shower in one of those germ shacks, you won't have to worry about her ever again. Or me.
Those germ shacks are publicly funded miracles. DOI willing. Ungrateful ass.
Just listen to them, Pup.
His ears perk up and his head tilts. I think he's listening to me instead. He looks at me instead.
They'd rather sleep in a tin can than a tent. How do you mess up camping that bad?
Oh, baby, I love you. Pup paws at my leg, a desperate plea for pets, absolutely. But I have a desperate need for validation. So I think this is a reasonable trade-off.
Idiots. The hookup is at the campground. How much longer do you think it'll be until they decide to dump the septic tank?
I think a better question is how much longer you're going to use your nihilism as a security blanket.
Rude much.
Until they're all dead.
I have 7 billion pieces of bad news for you, and you're one of them.
Coffee boils over the spout and dribbles down the percolator. I twist off the stove and bring my boiling pot of sunshine over to the table.
Keep patronizing. If a tiny forest fire makes you come down with a fever, I can't wait to find out how bad you smell when Mr. and Mrs. Crisis Counseling decide trash cans are too complicated.
I reach for the dirty mug, balancing on top of the 5 others. Like I've done thousands of mornings before, I pour the still simmering coffee.
Just what do you think you're doing?
I tip the percolator back, 3 drips, already speckling the cup.
Pouring coffee.
Into a dirty cup?
I glance back at the mug, a faint ring of yellow tea residue circles around the middle.
Looks fine to me.
Yosemite's ears flatten.
But I just drank out of it.
Indirect kiss. I think that might be the gayest thing that's happened all this entire stream. Oh my god. I love them.
I'm not skipping my morning coffee because of your slobber.
I pour the rest until it nearly slops over the edge of the cup. Keeping my eyes locked with Yosemite's, I take the first sip.
I can't believe you! You are so gross!
Aren't you the one who uses the same tea bag over and over because you don't want to be wasteful?
Yeah, but that's different.
Yosemite caresses her forehead, a pink glow gradients her cheeks.
What if I get your germs, huh? We can't just go swapping saliva like that, you know.
I think you have your information mixed up.
Incredible. Yosemite gives a tired sigh. Any hint of embarrassment has been replaced by exhausted certainty.
What are you talking about? Of course I don't. Everyone knows germs are exchanged between both parties whenever body fluids come into contact.
I think the only germ any of us need to worry about catching is your ego.
I wonder if she feels obligated to know more than everyone else, even when she's wrong? Like, being smart is her cross to bear? Ah, perfect, 2 smartasses. Even if she's a smart aleck and a know-it-all, I've come to not like, but appreciate Yosemite. Yeah, that works. I appreciate Yosemite.
So, how long do you plan on letting the breeding pair struggle out there before helping?
Until they go away, or my shift starts. Whichever comes first.
We glance out the window. The yelling continues, blending in with the chirps of morning birds.
Isn't teaching these people how to not mess these things up your, I don't know, job?
I rip open 2 packets of sweetener I find buried beneath Yosemite's research. She gives me a dirty look for digging around in her crap, but I just ignore her and pour them in my coffee.
I signed up to protect and preserve. It's not my job to teach these people, especially when they care so little about the parks they couldn't even be bothered to do a little research.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not. But weren't you the one who sent those kids to a fire safety course after that incident a few weeks back?
But I'm not the one teaching that course, am I?
So you're just going to let them keep making mistakes?
Don't make it sound so innocent. It's ignorance, plain and simple. You can't teach people to appreciate the things they have. They either already do or they learn it on their own. If they can't, that person is just defective. How come you're defending them anyway? What happened to your lectures about the dangers of humanity?
I wiggle my finger like it's a ghostly specter, then throw back a couple gulps of coffee.
They were never lectures on the dangers of humanity. They were lectures on complacency, real ignorance, particularly in relation to people in power, like rangers.
Ooh, spicy.
You say you're sick of cleaning up people's messes. Then teach them how to avoid making them to begin with. Or do you not want to protect and preserve?
Damn. A smirk creeps from the corner of her mouth, smug and irritating, but her eyes are narrowed, stern and genuine. God, I hate it when she has a point.
No one should be allowed to be as smarmy as you know that?
Yet here I am.
Yeah, but can you disappear?
You're just upset because I'm onto something.
What you're on is a tangent.
I swipe away the book resting beneath her arms, mostly because I know that if I don't, the verbal thrashings are going to wear down any argument I have, and my ego just can't handle that today.
And what is it even that you're educating yourself with?
I read the title of the sleek paperback cover, dog ears bending from the corners and sides of multiple read-throughs. It feels like the pages might fall out if I give it a good enough shake.
The Human Mind, God and Architect by Dr. Angela Merrick. Sounds like some New Age trash to me.
Give that back! It's valuable research!
Feels so grand, my heart goes tippity-tap-tap.
Dr. Merrick was a road paver who time just hasn't caught up with yet.
If my eyebrows had muscles, they would be getting an intense workout.
She argued that the human consciousness, or rather, the collective consciousness of mankind, was powerful enough to create.
She says this like it's common knowledge, and I mean, maybe it is. To crazy people.
Create what?
Anything! Things, places, maybe even entire worlds. All without ever even knowing it. All that energy needs to go somewhere, right?
Uh-huh. And what evidence is all this based off?
Her own eyewitness accounts and analysis. Even though she was blind.
Incredible.
Oh, honey.
What?
Incredible.
You got suckered.
I did not.
Not.
So hard.
Shut up.
Sure. You've already said more than enough. It all sounds like,
Some alerts to the... yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'll be working on it, I think, when I have the time. Spruce up the stream a little bit. Also, welcome back. It's been a little bit since I, saw you in chat there.
Hogwash?
see, she's got it.
Yeah, actually I do got a couple. I just gotta put them in, I think. Got them from the same artist who made the model and all. But yeah, I'll be working on it one of these days. Get a little fancier.
Yellowstone, be quiet. I'm trying to open Eve's puny mind.
I breathe in, ready to take another stab at her, a sharp one, when Yellowstone gets the first word in before me.
Well, actually, I was wondering if I could start rinsing off dishes.
You could send Twitter DMs about that. She twiddles her fingers together, shifting her eyes to the ground, away from Yosemite's hawkish stare. I think she may actually be scared of her.
About time. All right, take them two at a time. I don't want to see any of them break. Like someone's scope of thought.
Why are you so interested in what a quack has to say anyway?
But yeah, I'm gonna, I'll get to you, since it's past 11 and I've been doing this for about an hour, I think I'll give it a few more to wrap up the scene. 2 by 2, Yellowstone takes the mugs by the handles, resting them in a bed of bubbly water flooding the sink.
Because that quack gave me a theory.
What kind of theory? Like involving your research?
I lean in closer, my voice dropping to a hushed whisper. Even though there's no secret to be kept, even though I really couldn't care much less than I do already, and that's not much at all. It's just a small amount, really.
About where you three might have come from?
Something to that effect. Let's consider, just for a moment, that if enough people feel strongly about something, then they really do create some kind of, I don't know, physical embodiment of it?
Doubtful, but I'll suspend my disbelief.
So wouldn't it stand to some kind of reason that since strong feelings, and as a result, cultural perceptions, shift with time, the physical results of it would change too?
Okay, I can follow.
What are you getting at?
Her face is flushed again. I wonder if this is her first time saying all this out loud. Does she hear how ridiculous it all sounds?
What if those physical results are us?
My spine tingles, the realization that these girls are something different, re-emerging for the first time in days. I'm practically with them all day now. All the time now, rather. So I've gotten used to it, but the idea that they're not flesh and blood like me... Okay. Oh, followed you on Twitter, but see your DM is... Let me see. It shouldn't be. Because other people have been DMing me first on here. Let me just... Oh. Okay, well, I just changed it so that message requests can be sent by anyone. So that should fix that issue. I'd hope. Did you get at Lynn Henbane VT? Cause that would be the handle. same one you have on here? Apologies, ma'am. I wasn't aware that it was against protocol to house fairy tale creatures in our posts.
So, what? You think Zion here is going to go through park puberty in a couple of years? Maybe sprout up by 2 feet?
Hopefully my model didn't... Okay. Let me just, there we go. And DM is sent. I'll get back to you on that, when I'm done finishing here. So, thank you, and also you're welcome at the same time. Zion blinks, glances back and forth, then points to herself as if to confirm, yes, we really are talking about the same Zion. Yosemite scoots back in her chair, eyes wide and distant, like I just plucked out a nerve. When her ears flatten, I can tell the conversation has hit a wall.
Puberty would be more forgiving.
Yellowstone comes back around for the last mug.
Done with your coffee? It's cool if you aren't, but if you are, then can I nab it? I mean, as long as I'm not rushing you to choke it down, but if it's cool beans, then...
Yeah. I'll certainly take a look at it.
Go ahead. It's cold now, but you can drink whatever's left in the cup.
Yellowstone bounces nervously, the kind of shaking I get when I go a day without coffee. It's like her personality has been flipped up on its head. She still has boundless energy, but now it's all neurotic and buzzed up. He brings the mug to her lips, tilting it back.
Stop drinking out of the same cup!
Oh fuck. Yosemite dives across the table. She slams down in front of me. Her hand stops just short of the mug. Yellowstone jumps, stirred by the crack of Yosemite flopping on the table. The mug falls and shatters. Pup's ears rise to attention. There's a quick sliver of silence as we all stare at the broken pieces of ceramic.
Go get the dustpan, Yellowstone.
All of our attention has been turned to Yellowstone. Her eyes drawn down, puffs of smoke blot out the air above her. Raising from her head like a stack of exhaust. Her fists clenched together. I hear them crack. Her arms tense until they shake.
I'll get it later.
A stiff whisper, quiet enough for me to be unsure if I even heard it right. Yellowstone zaps out of sight. A gust of wind twirls around us, tossing loose papers from the table. Then, there's just empty space. Static crackles over the radio. The familiar chirp of Jesse's voice is bright enough for me to want to draw the curtains on it.
Wakey, wakey! Eggs and potential disciplinary action, Eve!
Your timing is impeccable as always, Jesse. And with this, I think I'm done for tonight. So yeah, thanks for the, dropping the line on Twitter. I'll do my little bedtime rituals now. Shutting down and, boop. Yes, I do want to quit. I'll be, staying gold too, though. Night.